Let me check. Here's my thing. Oh. What's good, everybody? How you doing? This is, as you know, porn. As you know, porn talk. And what do you mean? And they ask, what do you mean chaos by porn? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. Since people are not really accustomed to, this is what I mean. That's what I mean. But anyway, I'm here with my co-host, my friend aside, the kitty, the one and only 007 guy.
Meow. Hey, everybody.
Yes. And mind you, we all know that James Bond is the most popular character throughout the last roughly going 59 years since it was written form in the, I believe, end of the 50s, going on the 60s, because the movie came out in like around 60s. But everybody knows the history of James Bond is known for that swag, that sex appeal to make European men be that epitome of sex, that danger, that aggression. And to let you know, a side note, and Kai, you could back me up on this, there was supposed to release a new James Bond movie last year, before the pandemic happened, that's supposed to introduce a new James Bond, a female one, which she was black, from London, which I have no problem, but I feel it could have been done much better. But it has not been released yet, so I can't give no criticism to something that's not been out yet. But when it comes out, it's going to be interesting how it plays out. But nonetheless, you know, it's going to come to a time where, you know, there should be a balance between men and women in certain roles of movies. You get me? And it should be believable to a point where it still brings the antagonist, so people can follow it. You just don't throw a woman in any movie. It doesn't work like that, because most of us, we've been conditioned to see men as, you know, the superior superheroes. A woman could play a role, but you have to write the script properly for her. You get me? That's how it works. And there are many movies that have proven this. If I can remember a few, I think Star Wars is one, not the new one, but like the older versions, some older movies. But the point I'm bringing is how people can relate to it because it plays into the role. You get me? So that's what I'll leave as a side note. But besides that, today's topic, as I pull it up, sorry about that. I gotta find my. I'm trying. Today's subject, we're going to deal with so many tags, categories to choose from. What is better when it was simpler, or is it variety more beneficial? Now, how I could tackle this conversation go many ways. I believe, but before I go into that, let me take a rewind back to recap before we go into the subject. If you know Kai, I did talk about Bumble and the issues now with dating apps moving forward. Everybody follows their philosophy. Are you familiar with the Bumble app?
No, not at all.
Well, Bumble is an app that is catered to women specifically, mostly a feminist app, and they want to give a certain set of women an upper hand in regards to the dating and mating scene. So they say. So the woman that created, which is a Caucasian woman that helped create Tinder, and I think she created another app, but she went and created her own version of an app, what we call Bumble. And Bumble right now, as I checked when I Google it, is the top app of last year.
Wow, okay.
So the problem with the direction, because they don't want no shaming language, no fat shaming, or men have views about saying about certain women, they have put serious restrictions on how males could operate through the app. And how they go about it, I think is disingenuous. But like I said, I don't use dating apps like that. I have been around social media that has played as dating apps, but I never take them too seriously. Hell, I don't even pay into the service, to be fair honest. Because to be honest with you, I look at it as another form of hookup. And nothing wrong with hooking up. And you can find somebody, but like I said, if you're trying to go through a dating market through an application, it has to be fair and balanced all across the board. You should lay out what you're looking for, your interests, and a man should do the same properly, and both of you vet each other out and go about it. You should not be going up there and then find that, you look at one person's profile picture. Men are visual, Kai. We like to see pretty attractive women, just enough. You get me? But when a man's not attracted, he not gonna hit right, or what we call left, for these apps. Swipe left or right. You get me? That's how we are. That's how we work. And it goes into the subject of categories. If y'all know, most categories that's layout in porn, if I pull it up right now on my other computer, I finna go through a list of things. Kai, can you give categories from your end while I try to pull it up?
Gang bang.
Damn.
All right, what do you want me to say? All right, do massage. Just do oil massage.
Okay. Yeah, let me type that. Oil massage.
Giving y'all the good stuff now, but if y'all want me to take it down a notch, I could do that.
I mean, no. Might as well,
I mean, not saying it's good, but it depends. But I'm just ain't no faking no funks over here. So choose whatever you want.
Yes. Let me go on one of them sites, the one that I as you see on my avatar, Pornhub, because they have a category, and it's the same like most every sites. There's no different.
Oh, I know these are. Yeah, we know these are on there.
All right, categories.
Massage is nice too, because that's something a little different. You don't think of massage when you go to porn, but they'll have some decent massage videos. Don't sleep,
Okay. From what I'm looking at this site called Pornhub, there are a number of categories. They go from range from amateur, Arab, Asian, baby. Baby means young chippies that's under the age of 20. I believe that's what they call it. Babysitters, which is new. I didn't know they have babysitter porn. That's new. Behind the scenes, big booty, big dicks, cocks, what they call it, big tits, bisexual males. Which I find it interesting. Now they include homosexuality in a lot of these porn sites now. Have you noticed that, Kai? I didn't know
Yeah.
they putting that now. It's interesting.
Mhm. They also have an option. I checked
Mhm.
out Pornhub recently because, like I said, people keep throwing that name around, but it
Yeah,
was hacked last I knew. But you said Kai, it's straight. It's been straight for a while. So
yeah.
I checked into it, and I have noticed that when you go in before you even choose your category, well, if you're a member of a channel, they
Mhm.
kind of they identify what you like, which helps. But also, I see that they're separating the gay and the straight, just to go in with what you just said. Before
Okay.
it kind of floats around, and if I'm watching something, and
Mhm.
if I get curious about a gay scene or whatever,
Mhm.
they'll then give me gay. But now they'll say, hey, we basically, it seems like the website is saying, I won't keep showing you gay. You might have just wanted to see those guys or whatever. But if you do want to see gay,
Mhm.
choose this and we'll mix it up. But if you want hetero only, click
Yeah.
this. So I think that's a safe haven for a lot of men anyway, straight men that,
Okay.
don't even bother, getting too curious, I guess.
I mean, what I've noticed, if you click on anything during their algorithm, because every website runs through their own search engine algorithm, especially keywords. So if you
Mm,
slightly make a mistake and touch it, it will be in the algorithm every time on the right side, depending on how you watch your porn, either from phone or desktop or laptop.
okay.
So but once you don't hit it, it will not be recommended all the time. Now, like you said, there might be features you can go on the site where you could pick specifically. And I can't speak for this site, but I believe all other sites have that option on the average. Because people nowadays, they want to be able to select what they like to watch. You get me? It should not be by the base interface of the site to sit there select for you or put things that's top or trendy. You get me? So let's go down.
Okay.
We have blonde hair chicks. We have blowjobs, bondage, which you said before. And to be honest, when I look at the amount of hits or the amount of videos, I believe it has like 1,600 on this site. Now, other sites, I don't know. I had to find all other websites, but I think the numbers probably go a little higher depending on the site itself. Next, we got blowjobs. I said already. Brazilians, most people that's from Brazil. British, brunettes, darker hair women, white women mostly. Bakaki. You know, I know what the hell that was again. Bakaki. I think that's something in Asia. I think that's what it is. Kai. Bakaki.
COCKY.
Yeah,
How's it spelled? Oh.
Bukake. Yeah, Bakaka.
Oh, you talking about bouquet?
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah.
No, 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 no. That's sperm all over the face.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
At least
Yeah,
when I click on it, that's all I see on the videos.
so
Because
it's
I
like a.
feel the same way. It's some of these terms. That's why I wrote the question down because
Mhm.
there's a lot of categories. Do we have too many? Was it simpler then, or do we need this full list? Like you're going down a list, which is going to be way too long, but
I
it's
mean,
alphabetized and everything. But there is a lot. There's
yeah, I'm
too
scrolling all the way. Let me see how long it is. Ooh. Well, since it's
long. You can't. You probably don't even really want to repeat all those.
yeah, I'm not gonna repeat all
You
this,
know.
but I'll do a few more and then stop.
Okay.
Let me look. They have anime, cartoons, casting, and to let people know the casting couch one. I remember Kai in her own channel. If you're not subscribed to Kai's 007 channel, please do. She had a video of a particular sister, and I think another sister, two of them different color, shades of black. The Caucasoid male was sitting there, because you know how a lot of these white boys say like fetishize a lot ethnic women. They like to sit there and then ask these very much horrific questions.
Mm.
And a lot of women, depending on their economic circumstance, someone will sit there and take the serious verbal abuse. Even go as far as getting spit on, which I did not know these people do, and the cash and cows of a porn. I find it very disgusting that you as a man, you guys sit and throw spit on them. But the reason why a lot of Caucasian men do this, Kai, is to show their dominance and show that they want a woman that is fully submissive. to be seriously ravaged, in my mind, in my thinking. Because we all know spit is the worst form of insult a person could do to a person. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
going down. What else? Complications. That's a series of scenes from a specific porn star or actor, or someone that's doing amateur stuff. Cuckold. Um, um,
What is that one? I don't.
let me click on it.
That's not the headlock, is it?
Let's see. Sharing girlfriend after college, one cock is not. Oh, it's like I think it's more than one man, possibly. Cuckold. Yes, it is. That's what it is. Yep. Okay. I think it's when they're watching somebody having sex. Like if it's a married couple.
Oh, watching somebody else have sex with your mate or
your either your girlfriend or your wife.
Okay.
And that's a term known loosely when it comes to the ADOS/black male. It's known to be in that type of environment in porn. Cuckold. You get me? On the average. They got cream pie. People don't know what that is. I said if you eat Boston cream donut, you know what it is. Injection. A man injects his fluids into the woman and say, "Here, and let me see it ooze out." I don't know why dudes find it enticing to see women, push it out. That's not a story. Anyway, going down. Ebony, and they have categories between racial groups from ebony, which is black women.
Supposedly. Supposed to be.
And let me say something about the ebony piece. There's a lot of women from the last episode we did, episode 2, that I show as a picture. Majority of women that you see that look a little lighter skin or so-called quote-unquote mixed, I don't know who their background is in regards to parents.
Yeah, that's not what I mean by it, though. It doesn't really matter your complexion. If you want to consider yourself an ebony, that's fine as long as you're a woman of color. What I'm saying is it sucks that systematic racism even spreads into porn. When I type in ebony or ebonies, white women will come up with black men. When I type in huge black cock, and I suggest y'all do it the same so you can see how deep racism is rooted. This is all about how they teach our young boys to fantasize over the white woman. That's what this is all about. It's ridiculous how I have to make extra efforts just to enjoy sexual activity with people that look more like me. It's ridiculous. But go ahead.
It's interesting you mention that because there are sometimes they go interchangeable in regards to ebonies, because that is, to their eyes, it could be any woman, and they categorize that so that when they put an image of a black woman on the average, someone that is racially ambiguous, or she could be very light, one or the other. You get me? And not every woman today is still, racially ambiguous. There are still some dark brown skinned women out here, but I think one porn star that was expressing heavily about the racism was I'm trying to remember her name. She's from Chicago. Damn. She's a tall woman. I don't know if you know her name. Anybody in chat room know her name?
Yeah, I know the name.
I'm trying to remember. It's gonna come.
You have somebody to chat too. Shout out to Mr. Williams.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We see him.
Come back to me, but like I said, she was on. Was it Vlad TV? That same racist dude. You know what? I think I have a problem with Vlad.
I've only seen him with a couple, with Pinky and Roxy and a white woman. And 2 black male porn stars. I don't remember seeing another one, unless it was maybe it was from a while back. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. I never had an interest in porn star interviews, which is so funny. I had absolutely no interest because I guess I just look at them as like, oh well, what do they have to say? But they people just like other people, And you might be interested in listening to an interview. That's why I figure one day I am going to have my interviews with some. I think it'll be good. Yeah.
Excellent. If you can do that, that would be excellent. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? And maybe when if they do it on your channel, you could probably sneak them on this channel if possible. You know what I'm saying? Let them get comfortable first. I say, you know. Oh, and one other side note, guys. I'm trying to set up the clubhouse for the Chaos Rain channel. Still waiting for them to hit me back up. I might try to simulcast some of our discussions on here as well. So be on the lookout.
What exactly is Clubhouse?
Clubhouse, there are many forms of Clubhouse. The one that I got on my iPhone, the backup one, it deals with the audio conversation. It's some people could text, but it's mostly audio. I can't go into details right now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
But it's where people come get together and meet, and it's a specific group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Correct. Oh, and make sure you guys like the video. If you're watching, like the video, hit the like button, please. I see one person, Ohio Williams Jr. said, Misty Stone. No, it's not Missy. It's another woman. And Missy is a little younger than her. She's like about to be 49 this year. But no worry, I'll tell y'all names. Let me keep going now. Also, oh, I had something. Give me a second, guys. Where is my thing? Okay. There's POV, POV. I think that's pile driving the pussy. I think that's why they call it POV.
No, point of view.
Oh, really? Okay. I learned something new.
How do I know more than you with this? That's
crazy. No, because I don't know these terms. I just look at say,
but it's a man's world. Like this stuff is really for you guys. That's the crazy part about it. Point of view. Like I'm like, yeah, I want to see the point of view. They're like, yeah, from our point of view. Okay, well.
But you know what? I think I say, what point of view I'm looking at a scene, a sex scene. I'm looking and I say, is it looking like zooming in into?
It's from a male. It's always from a male's point of view. The system is crazy.
After a few years, or I never found that, but now it makes sense. That said, this scene is for a male's point of view. Makes sense.
It took me a long time, but then I started sounding it out and looking at what I'm seeing, and I said, okay, it's got to be point of view. Yes.
You never once typed
unless somebody chimes in and says, "Nah, Kai, you wrong." It's let us know. But I've thought that for some years now, a few years.
But when I think about that, that will make more better sense because there's nothing really interesting when they said POV and in the category section of the point. Even when in the description of the title, it was put. But we always say it's like you're doing some extra power driving the pussy, like you just like beating it. Like hard, like you know what I'm saying?
But POV?
Yeah, POV, yeah. That's what I thought all the time. It'd be like this. And then you go like hard.
It always sounds like that towards the end, to the middle and the end. It always sounds, but anyway.
Yeah, and now further down, they have different categories from different tribes, from Russian, Korean, Japanese. Those are the few categories. They separate certain age people. They got smoking, which I didn't know they could smoke having sex.
Yeah, POV, we just got a confirmation.
Okay.
Point of view. Thank you, brother.
Oh, good. Thank you. Respect. Make sure, guys.
I'm writing it down. I get a point.
I mean, like I said, people, this is all education purpose. We have fun and we'll go explicit, but there's some that is something different that people can get out of. Now, going down, they got solo male, they got squirts, step fantasy. Not sure what the hell that is.
Can I make a comment on the squirts?
The comment on squirts? What about it? Yeah, go ahead.
I never knew what that was until a woman I work with had said that there was only one man that could make her squirt. And I heard her use the term squirt twice, and it took her the second time for me to muster up and say, like, what the hell are you talking about? And she was like, Kai, like, you don't know what that means? And I was just like, it sounded like something you made up, and I just kind of blew it off. And she was like, no, it's when that. And I'm like, oh. So it's funny how you can be older in age, I don't know. I think just some things we don't totally know. You know what I mean? And people just assume, but it's like, no, if you never talked about it or took notice of it, and then I'm told that not all females do it, and it might just depend on your sex partner. I don't know. Interesting.
Right? Well, Well, one thing, if you think about squirting, because I heard about squirting, so like me, I get curious and try to find every video possible of what is squirt. Every woman squirts differently when they have a so-called ejaculation but it usually is like liquid most of the time, like water type. So they can like bust like pure water. And there is a difference between squirting and creamy type pussy squirt, like you see the milk type. Real time.
Yeah.
So, like I said, a woman's orgasm has many chambers, and it takes a certain right size penis, girth, and how you hitting it to get out that chambers to unlock that, and also the connection has to be there as well. So, if your friend says she never did squirt, unless she mess around with a certain dude, that means the dude that hits your spot. I mean, the only advice I could tell is say, is he gonna be somebody long term? Maybe, maybe not. If so, you better keep him around, because if you can get an orgasm, you're good. The world's stressful. A lot of women need to bust some more nuts, especially if you gotta work. If you gotta work and come home and get stressed, the best way to resolve simple, ladies, it'd be go like this. You know what I'm saying? Bust a nut. That's how you do it. And let's be honest. And let's be honest. To be fair, because we're all adults here, that most women nowadays, if it's not the financial aspect that ends the thing, it has come down to sometimes the sex. It's one or the other. You get me? And if you're not really effing her right, brother, the only thing I tell you is that make sure your tongue game is strong. Make sure you have good toys to play with her, or do something. You're going to have to get her to bust a nut. Don't be selfish and then you bust a nut and go to sleep. 9 10 times she's going to be called a next. Matter of fact, she's going to be on social media right now hitting up some dude that be sending dick pics right now, saying, yo, that's wasteful, man. He ain't make busting up. Come here and get this pussy. Dude will drive in a second and start. And you find your girl, your wife, so happy and smiling and say, why are you smiling so? Oh, nothing. Because at times some dudes find you acting weird. Wait, are you fucking somebody? That's not your business. You know what I'm saying? It's not your business. Because if you're not hitting it, somebody else is. And that's the weirdest thing about us men, that we don't like the fact that, a woman will sit there, will go out and do certain things, but we had to do the best in our end to make her satisfied as best possible. And an old dude told me this, said, not every woman's going to be satisfied. And I say, I agree. But you could work hard, satisfied in a few areas enough that at least keep the relationship strong and going. At least. Besides anything else, I'm saying, the finance, that comes and goes. You get me? And usually, most people, if you're productive, then you don't have to worry about that. But if you're not productive and all you have is good dick game, I mean, brother, I tell you, you might attract certain women and keep certain women around, but for long term, nah. The only thing you're gonna be good for is a good booty call. Just get a call for a quick lick. Say, yo, can you come and beat this pussy up? Now, if you're a jiggle, you get paid for it. Okay, but like I said, a man at the end of the day, you have to bring many elements to keep a woman around attractive. Especially if you just want these high-end women, like the woman that goes from 8 to 10s. You get me? The higher spectrum, she's gonna bring that look and appeal. So you better show up. You get me? You better show up, or she gonna just look at you, make fun of you. And you have noticed, Kai, that the best shaming tactic a lot of women will use to tell most dudes that will hurt their feelings or try to hurt their feelings. You know what they say?
Yeah, I have an idea.
They say, your dick's little.
Mm-hmm.
I had to run this, wasn't it? And I said, oh, really? You said my what? That's not what you said last night. So, that's how it be. So going down, that's all the categories. And they have like a total categories right now from what I'm looking at. It looks like there's like close to 50 categories, maybe less. But out of these categories, here's the interesting thing, people. What are the many videos are more trending out of these categories? Let's look. As I'm counting down, the
As
highest,
he's look, oh, go ahead. I thought
as
you
I
were
look at
looking.
the highest, and this is only from Pornhub. Other websites might vary, but it should be almost the same. The high,
Pornhub doesn't have as many categories.
I mean, all right, well, yeah.
Probably have enough though, but there's
And
other sites that have more.
as I'm looking and scrolling down, it seems to me right now the highest number of videos or category hits videos slash is porn stars. Yeah, with 101K. Yeah, that look like that's the highest. I'm looking to make sure. Oh, my fault. No, HD porn. I'm sorry, people. HD porn is the highest right now. So, and not only people want to watch porn, regular porn, they want to see that shit in high def.
Pornhub looks all high def. I meant to say that. Like when I did finally go back over there, the pictures seem much more vivid.
Does it
Very
look more real, like
vivid.
it's real time?
Yeah, like as soon as you go, well, because I ain't been on Pornhub in forever, but when I did go on there, I swear it just looks inviting. It makes it look interesting, and the vividness of just of each like thumbnail is so
Yes.
clear, and it makes you just see everything, and you may want to see it even more, so it tempts you to just go ahead and click. So I give them that. I do give them their props on that.
Do you feel that the more visual the porn, like the camera, the HD camera, the 4K visuals, it gives more arousal to really enjoy the porn more when you watch it, or just it's not really that? Yeah.
I think it just enhances it because as humans, we don't really need a whole lot to get what we need out of it. When we want to say that, I think we're just being flamboyant about it. We don't need it, but I mean, it's cool to have. We enjoying the difference that it's bringing. Yeah, I think so. Anybody feel free to drop a tag.
Yes,
When people
please.
come through. Y'all don't got to just listen. I know y'all want to chime in. I do be wanting to see and hear from people out there too.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
I'm
nice.
looking, and I probably take a look at the chat room in a second. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, that's the highest by far. And the second highest is, like I said, porn stars. And we all know from porn stars, if we just do the hitting alone, we'll be here all day because there's like, what's like 10K people in the porn biz, like women on average. I mean, there's 10,000 people, females in porn right now, porn stars. I don't know. I'm just throwing a number because if there's like close to 2K in the black side, then that's like an extra 9 to maybe 13, you know. But like I said, with porn stars, that's the second videos mark of categories inside of it. And the third would be, we're doing the top three anyway. The third is, let me see. I'm scrolling down. 6,000. No, there's one that was 48K. Oh, interesting. You're not gonna believe this, Kai. The third highest is big tits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
I'm not surprised with big tits because obviously most non-black women, because this is their thing, they're not really known to have big ass per se,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
like that.
Yeah.
But one thing, and here's the fun thing. I remember there was a stream of one, I think was it a dude or a woman, said that, I didn't really give a crap about a big booty. Some of these white women got some big titties. That's what he said. And I could see why. Because most European women, on the average, they're not gonna have the booty like that, but they sure as hell can have big titties, either real or fake.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the average archetype of a European woman in porn, she has to be one of a few things. She has to look cute in the face with a big ass rack. They don't worry about the booty size, all that stuff. That's extra. If she got it, okay. But mostly, to be a real good porn star, you gotta have a cute face and a big ass breast. You in. And after that, and I know I was gonna say up to 3, but another one that's 4th in the category list of videos or hits is blondes. So
what was the first one again?
the first one is HD porn.
Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah. And as you go down from 3, the second one was porn stars. And we all know with porn stars that composed of mostly non-black women, obviously. Yeah. And the third was big titties, and the fourth is blonde hairs. And what is the fifth? Because since I'm going down here, let me see anything less than 48K. Scroll back up. Yeah,
Oh, okay, Mr. We see you. He says so. BBC and Black/Ebony not top 3. Wow, from the chat.
No, and it should not be top 3 because think about it, gentlemen. We participate in porn, and some of us might have our own porn. What do you call it? Business. Make our own movies and stuff. But we're not anywhere top of nothing. You
Yes,
get me?
we are though. I disagree with that.
Okay.
Like he said, or even top 5. I agree with you, Mr. Williams Jr. Especially BBC. Now, again, this is systematic things. I think if I had any way to get behind the algorithms, then we could really see what's what. Because everybody wants to see BBC. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? There's nations of people that lust over black men. Period.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they try to suppress that, but you can't. Black men are adored, and they should be. Go ahead.
It's funny because I was looking at if there's a BBC section. There's not really on this site. Maybe if I look at another site, it might pop up. But besides the fifth one I said was if I can remember, I'm set my mind. The fifth was was blonde. No, blonde. Some. The other one that is 6 or the 7th is big cock. Is the 5th or 6th category of highest. And after that, no, my fault. No, it's actually the 6th. The 5th is actually now babes, chicks that's under 20 years old, 18 and 20.
So it's gender. It's kind of. It seems like the algorithms are being hit that way because it's just on gender. Even though we know a lot of people want to see big black cock, a lot of men aren't going to sit there and type in big black cock.
No.
You know what I mean? No, but you may want to see it, but you're not being. People feel they being gay or possibly or something by their tags, and I think that might be holding them back from clicking on it as much and getting more. You know what I'm saying? Getting that data numbers up.
Yeah. Yes.
Otherwise, it don't make sense. I know what we watch. I know what most people watch. So at least I think I know.
Well, the funny thing with the dick size in porn, Kai, they say this: if a black man's gonna make it in the porn industries, he has to have that quote unquote big cock on the average. The only person that should not have that is them because they run the business. But it's no custom. You as a man, you better have some that's 9 or bigger. From what they said. And I remember Wesley Pipes said this on another woman's channel. You get me? Just to get yourself in the door. If you carry anything less than that, on the average, you most likely might not get in. Now, there might be exceptions to the rule, but it depends on what type of black man you are, unless you have your own production. You get me? But if you're going straight into it, it's a requirement you had to have what they call a huge BBC. You get me? Because like you said,
not a requirement for most men. Most of the men in porn have a certain size. Some don't, but that's got to be somewhat of the requirement for all of them. I would have thought.
There should be, but as you know, Kai, and I'll say this because one time I did a whole live stream on this, and somebody he ain't got it. When I talk about it, some person took offense to that, the BBC. So if I'm talking about that,
we didn't create it. We just studying it. We ain't doing nothing wrong. Sure.
I mean, listen, me, I said I don't give a fuck. Really, I tell as I say, listen, the reason why a lot of European men have a problem with the BBC is because on the average they
Oh, European men. Okay, you didn't say
yeah, yeah,
European. You just
yeah,
said
yeah.
men.
Because think about it. If their own women are known to find that they're having intercourse with a black man, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is this man's cock bigger than mine? I mean, well, duh. On the average, duh. But because remember, as men have a certain entitlement, they have a certain with regards to the women in their groups on the average. They
Mm-hmm.
want to know that you say, "Oh, you've been touched by this Negro." Oh God. Yeah, and because he in his back of his mind, he always fantasized when he's having sex with his girlfriend or wife. He always put that Negro as bang fucking the shit out of her. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, like I said, when I did that stream last year, months ago, a lot of people got offense. They go and tell the people on YouTube that shit. But like I said, I don't hold
Well,
my
you could
tongue.
just say big cock. I mean, I know specifically though, I read that from the chat. So and he had
Yeah.
a great point with that. But even if we just say BC, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? BC is BC. So I mean, yeah, yeah.
One person wrote here in the chat, do anybody like Bukaka or blow BS? I think that's it, blowjobs?
Did you
Um,
mean to spell that like that? Because I don't
um
recognize that second one
Eddie,
either.
Eddie, you might have to retype that comment. For
Blowfish? Nah, probably not.
but I'll be honest with you, bro. Not a lot of women, well, I would say certain groups of women partake in that type of porn, bukaka. I think that's how to pronounce it. Because really, truly, it's like you're surrounded by a group of men, and it is sitting there shooting their, or what I like to call shoot the club all over your face. You get me? It's like a rain of fluids. And some women might like that. They find it interesting. They find it intriguing. I think most women that's Asian descent, they don't have a problem with that because it's known. If you type it up, they're ones that's known to be doing that more than anything else. Because remember, a lot of Asian women are very freaky. They like all that crazy stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
you have a woman up here, so I'll answer too.
okay.
Um, I
But,
do. I think it's pronounced bouquet. Do I have an interest in that? Yes. I don't
okay.
know what that other term says, but it's different. Like when I watch it, it's something different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, again, the term itself, I watched it a bunch of times before I really understood it, and I was like, yeah, it's a group of guys that kind of do that. I
Mm-hmm.
think that it's more pleasable to the male, possibly just for the visual,
Mm-hmm.
because when you think about it, somebody just everybody undumping their load on you, like
Yeah.
I don't see how that would be that pleasing. But to watch, yeah, it's okay because it's different, you know.
Everybody gets their rocks off differently when they see like certain scenes. And let's be honest, certain women, regardless, they feel they don't like when a man unloads on them, like physically, either on their face, or their stomach, or in their chest. I mean, it's a known custom. I mean, some dudes get real turned on, just to see how much load they came out after
Mm.
this
But see,
nut.
that's men versus men. There's a huge difference between being in a room full of men and letting them finish
Oh,
on you. That's bouquet, I believe. The
yeah.
other one is just cum shot. You get your cum shots. But on most porn, when years ago you seen porn and each porn scene was more different than it is now to me in a way, because now y'all let me know if y'all agree. Most porn now, they always want to end on the face. They be like, come here, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bend over, bend over. Yeah, 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 yeah. Open your mouth, open your mouth. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me see them
I
pretty eyes. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So now it's like we're more driven to have it splashed because now they're like, nah, we like this. So this is how we end in this. All of them get ended almost the same way, like every time. So they
Mhm.
like it. So I think the men love it, or it wouldn't be displayed so often in like almost every porn scene
Mhm.
that I see.
I now remember her name now. The lady I was telling you that was revealing the racism in porn a few years back. Her name is Naomi Banks. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned her before. Okay, so same one.
That was from the last episode I might have mentioned her. I couldn't find a picture of her, but she has tall, slender built woman. So yeah, she has a real big issue with working with the porn business. That's why she creates some outside her own control in regards to porn. To be fair and honest.
Yeah. They should probably have more like that. Like that's what I like about my favorite Pinky. She been took over and did her own thing and set up her own website. So she conducts the casting. She directs a lot. And that's what I mean about somebody like her. You could tell from the beginning that she just had it going on. And I could see, that's why I'm not even surprised by her porn success at all.
Yeah. Did you read this already? This comment?
Yeah. No disrespect. Okay.
Oh, you let me know. Go ahead. Read. Sorry. I was going.
No disrespect. Would you do that, Mrs. Me? No. If you're referring to the group of men, no. That's okay. You can ask whatever. Y'all can ask what y'all want. That's fine.
Yeah. No majority of the top 4-star females take part in that already in their careers. You gotta name a couple, but yeah. No doubt. Okay, good.
What did that say? The one that you just read?
This one, no majority of the top 4 stars females take part in that already in their careers. He has named a few that.
Oh, is he saying out of the top female porn stars?
Yeah, he said top 4 stars, but if
in
Mr. William Jr. label the top 4, it would be appreciative, because like I said, I don't know who partakes in so much scenes because as you know, porn goes by so many categories. Many websites put out different hits of new and old and existing porn. So if anybody that that was a top porn star of them days take part in Bukaka, I don't know if that's how I pronounce right.
Is it Bootcake, y'all? I think it's Bootcake. If it's Bootcake, say 1. If Chaos saying it right, saying Bukaka, say 2.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get it right though. And
they the ones coming up with these crazy words though, right? When you think about it, it's like, what is this? Maybe it's another language because we don't have, never mind.
Well, I think it's an Asian term.
Oh, right. You did say that. You think it has an Asian word.
So
that would make sense because a little more sense, but
one thing as I'm going through the list, I noticed that the MILF is not any of the top 10 on this site. It's like 23K hits.
Oh, but it was number 1 on the other site you were on the last time we got it right, was like 2 weeks ago or something.
So the only thing I could probably resolve this, I'll have to do Google right now and find what is the top porn websites. Just refreshment. So yeah.
Why are you doing that? Ted Matrix. Okay. He said I was saying blow bang at the end.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that one is. So that's something for us to look into. Blow bang.
All right, so let me type in the top 10 porn sites.
I'm about to type that in.
All right. I gotta make sure there's no visuals. Oh,
thank you. He's it's bouquet.
Okay, okay.
So the other K is silent. Okay, I'm all over the place. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen because this will be a good indication. Let me see. Share screen. Where is it? Okay. This is what I pulled up. Anybody can see that? If y'all want me to zoom in, press 1, please.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Okay. All right. As people, let me see if I can zoom in. Anyway, I'm gonna zoom anyway. It's big enough? All right.
It looks good.
It shows here from the top pornsites.com. It says the number 1 is X videos. No, I'm not clicking onto that. Pornhub second. Oh, you know about this? So you feel disagrees with the top? Do you agree with this?
Not only the president. No, I'm kidding.
All right. X hamster. I'm not sure what that is. XN XX is fourth on the list.
Yep.
Your YouPorn. Oh, it's like YouTube. Oh shit. YouTube got some competition. I wonder if we could start putting.
I'm familiar with that one too.
You know, we should
One
probably
of the ones.
put some of our broadcasts on YouPorn. Well, it's not visual, so I don't know if they're gonna accept it. Private home clips, porn.com, TNA Flicks, Tube8, and Spang Bang. I guess that's
Spank
Gangbang.
Bang. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that one. Yeah.
So as you know, these are the first top 10. Pornhub's number second, which I'm on right now to really get the categories. And I might just click on the X thing. So let me stop this. I don't want to click onto the site and then show the visuals because you know how people get butthurt. I said, "Oh my God, you show a woman with a titty." Oh, relax, dude, relax. Let's check. And let me see if it has categories. Categories.
It's definitely that has the most categories. That's why I said Pornhub had less.
Yeah.
So on X videos, you're gonna have a lot of categories.
Yeah, there's a lot of categories here, and I can't decipher it. Matter of fact, let me hit the
Go to Blow Bang.
Go back.
Yeah, from the chat.
Oh, let me go back. Let me read the chat. Hold on. Let me go back.
No, I mean type. You're doing tags, right? The category.
Yeah, it's showing there's X videos, Pornhub, X hamster. What do you call it? Go Bang?
No, category is Blow Bang.
Blow Bang. Okay. Oh, you blow. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna see what Google say. I'm scared to touch it.
Yeah, cause I can't pull up come on the site now, and I'm not gonna. Oh no. Yeah, I know how you are. All right. All tags. Let me go to all tags.
TM got us stuck right now. TM in the chat.
Okay.
I'm about to find out. I'm about to go in myself. I'm gonna go in on this other device.
Like as you go into the device, I'm pulling up the numbers, and here's the categories here, and these are list of names. Whoa, this is what the hell? Yo, Kai, this is ridiculous. I'm looking at
this is my second
categories of categories. I said,
telling you, this is my second home over here. I'm typing it in right now. Blow Bang. Oh, there's even subtitles to Blow Bang. Blow Bang Swallow. Amateur Blow Bang.
Yeah. Guys, this is like almost in the thousands of categories. Whoa. Yeah, this is ridiculous. And I can't really tell which one's the top of this because when you're looking at a list of lists, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, let me exit out this. I think it proved his point.
Okay. I get it. I guess it. Yeah, I get what they're saying on here. Okay. Blow Bang.
Check the chat room one time, see what's going on. Yeah, it's a lot.
So for Blow Bang, I think you do need to have a group of men. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's mostly just sucking, just getting effed in the mouth.
Yeah.
So okay, so they're kind of adding more names to some things that we knew of, but it seems like they're adding, I don't know, more terms to the actions that we knew of already. Some of it. Okay.
Yeah. But
mostly Caucasian. As soon as I typed to it, it wasn't nothing on purpose, but you see all white women. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, this is their thing. I mean, black people just, we just the sidelines to a lot of things. We don't get into right away. We get into like after, and usually with a lot of porn nowadays, if people don't understand, this is all when black people start getting into it, it's during after integration, like just as the 70s started. Most of the most famous ones, if you notice, are like the black exploitation movies. And people remember that. There were a lot of sex scenes, topless, some nudity. Those are the very first few forms of episodes of black people in pornographic actions. You know what I mean? No, so people think that it's been going on for more than 50 years. I said, no, it's just roughly 50 years. And it really started to take more surface in the 80s. You get me? I think one woman that was well known, that was one of the first porn stars that got signed to a major contract. She's from New York though. I forgot her name. But she's like a light skinned woman. I think she mixed though. But yeah, she was very petite. You know, I can remember her name. If anybody know her name in the chat room, put it please.
That's a
But
little
yeah.
vague, chaos saying a Mexican woman from New York City. You know how many women came out of New York City to do porn?
No. Well, listen, she had a rough background. And let me tell you something. We gotta say, New York gotta represent. Ain't that something? Because is imagine that if anybody's any other state in the country, we gotta know the best and sex women are in New York. Come on, now Kai, you know it's the truth.
I know it by me, but I don't know it by population.
No,
so
well,
I ain't gonna toot no horn because I'm from there. I know how I do. I know what I've been told.
I mean, and I'm not saying it's no negative thing, but when we talk about certain all across the world, I say I tell people if you want to find the baddest, travel to New York. You get me? It's a big metropolis city where a lot of people there. A lot of ethnic groups.
People care about how they look here. You can go in other places, and anybody can have an off day. We're not talking about that, but just like really, just on the up and up, the latest fashion is always here, and just like people just care more about their upkeep, and we're definitely more slender up here. But anywhere you go, you find your curvier woman. That's you can get that too. But I say that because we're more active here. We're not like Southerners that sit around most of the time. We're very more active. A lot of times, especially in New York City, you have to walk a lot. So just think about the what do you call it? The physique. Yeah, the physique of a female.
And not only that, if you think about New York, people take trains, the subway. Actually, sorry, subways. Well, majority of everything you have to be able to move in New York because driving cars is not really recommended in New York.
You gotta be quick.
Oh yeah, you gotta be quick.
There's nothing slow about us. Other places are slower, but you're less stressed and you're able to take your time. But y'all move slower than we do. Up here it's quicker, but you can get caught up. But it's beautiful. You still won't I don't think you'll regret it when you come to New York. That's one thing.
Yeah, because I've been there a couple of times. I have family down there. I like it on certain occasions when I go visit. Now, will I live there? I just don't know. I mean, I don't see it per se, but if I'd really pick a certain demographic, I would say I would give New York more of a shot. Because to be honest with you, it's a different atmosphere. Because people up here, it's like everything's fast paced. You gotta talk fast, move fast. You have to be very, smart. You can't just be doing some goofy shit in New York. You get your shit peeled back. You're not careful. Yeah. And I'm not saying that to anybody that is not accustomed to the East Coast, but that's how people move. You get me? And that's just the honest truth. Oh, I forgot to put black porn star. First Black. I'm trying to find her name right now. First Black.
Who? Oh, okay.
Because I'm YouTubing now because she's supposed to pop up. There's one called Sky Black. I don't know who the hell that is. Is this the woman? Simmons. Foreign Queen up in the 90s. Dominique Simone. You know this woman?
Light brown skin.
Yes. Okay. Help back till that's not her. Life after porn. A Black and Latin woman race in adult film industries. There's a video on that. The cleanest porn ever. The cleanest porn ever with Joss Black. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, I'm trying. She did not pop up.
In the meantime, I'll spell my name again. KIY, and then there's a space, NY007. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Chaos Reign.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Porn talk. Where else you going to get it from, huh?
They don't know where else they get it. And it's funny what they said. It's funny they said we can't show certain things on YouTube. But I'm looking, when I click in, this is the time to type in the category, I see them showing the male phallus like it's no tomorrow. I say, what the fuck is this? You know? I mean, it's us. It's like if they know who's doing content on YouTube, and they say, "Oh, we can't have you put this, but we'll let our own do this," because they don't want us to reap the rewards, the benefits. You know? Because remember, I tell you many times, where else you will get a good perspective from the mouths of two black people? You get me?
Right.
I mean, we talk about surface, we joke about, but we never really have a sit down and really analyze this in its entirety. You get me?
Right.
Yeah. So
Especially for me being a female, I don't have nobody to talk. You know what I'm saying? That can relate. A lot of females just don't relate. So it's usually a male's topic.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, Kai, we as men, we can be rough sometimes, you know, with it. You know, we don't hold no tongues with this, you know, at all.
Right. Most of my friends are men, was men, you know. Homeboys. Yep. So I know.
So yeah. So to almost wrap this up a little bit, I'm just going through one more of these categories. And let me see if I don't know if I gave my top categories since the question's been asked. Tags, categories to choose from. What was it better when it was simpler, or was it variety more beneficial? The answer to this question, variety is always a necessity. You know, the more the better.
Okay.
Because I look at it that nowadays, to the average consumer, and a lot of black people do consume porn, so stop it, that you just don't want to be seeing the same scene over and over again. You want it to be a little enticing, intriguing, you know? Still sexual, and not only how you lay in the bed, but how do you give that good banging to that woman? You get me? Are you on the couch? Are you on the pool table? Or are you doing certain positions that will, you know, make her holler and scream? Ah, ah, ah. That's the shit I'm talking about. You get me? As to put the fantasy in your head. You get me? And say, yo, I'm a my girl like that. You get me? I mean,
yeah, but one little note too to the guys that want to come in and just tear the coot up. I hope that sometimes y'all be aware of a woman that wants the coot toe up, and then a woman that just would like to have good sex, would just really like to have sex, not looking for gorilla, you know, not looking for the whole jungle scene. You know what I'm saying? Women don't always just want their stuff beat in. And I will tell you this, especially a woman that's not sexually active like that. The urge is there and increased, but you're going to pound her into soreness quicker too. I'm not speaking for all women. I'm just saying, you know, I think sometimes, I know personally, I've seen, you know, through my own experience where, I don't know, like I know like with guys, you guys have a little bit of an ego just as a man. And sometimes when y'all come in to have sex with us, I just feel like y'all be bringing a whole damn team sometime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you come in like a football player. Sometimes that's not what we're looking for, you know? So it would be nice sometimes to just kind of not feel that you got to come in and beat us the hell up, for lack of better words.
You know, that's a good thing you lay that out, because I hear from a lot of women that some size doesn't matter, but they don't want their whole guts to be torn up in the frame, especially how you torn it up. And it goes back to, again, because a lot of us men, we feel that we understand how we're fucking, but we don't have no idea. Women are a little different when it comes to the sex part of things. You know, women have to be like a battery. You have to charge up a little bit. You have to make sure the mood is right and make sure everything's on point, because the more you know you're doing a good job as to how moist that the juices her coochie is. You get me? You're unlocking her inner freak, her deeper demon. You know, she gonna go wild on your cock like there's no tomorrow when you get the right woman, especially when you unlock that right touch. You know, you up here, you feel like you're fucking a superstar. You're like, you fucking like a demon. Like she just jump on your cock and just ride the hell out of you until you just like, oh, you get me? But like I said, you have to experiment and know how to unlock that. And that takes time, patience, and focus. Because anybody could, well, not every man could be a pussy, but it's how you go about with the pussy, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know,
I think everybody stands. If y'all think that y'all just gonna hit it, or be like, oh, this is an easy one. I think that do you guys tend to kind of care less how you do it? Because it seemed like y'all be like, yeah, she could be she probably a hood rat. I ain't gonna tell the world that I'm about to hit it, but I am, and I'm gonna beat it up. Because you just assume like she's I don't know if it matters if you think she's loose already and you're just gonna run in and get some, or wow, I didn't even talk to her for long and I'm about to hit it. I'm about to just knock it out the park. I don't know if I'm correlating quicker sex to more beat it up sex versus if if a man and a woman took time and got to know each other, it would still be good sex, but I don't think he would come and just be as barbaric as a man that met you after the club. You know what I'm saying? Oop, did I lose you, Chaos? Where we at? I don't know if y'all can hear me. Wait a minute. All right, we'll just hang out for a minute. All right, brother Chaos might have just lost the connection there. Let me take this off. All right. We got someone else in the chat. Sometimes I don't know if y'all want me to say your names, but I know one's objected to it. He said I got her point. Thank you. I see you. Is that Mr. Jefferson in the building? Mr. LeSean? All right. Yes, we're still live. I think he just might have dropped off, so he should come right back in because he's the host. So I know that he, if anything, he would have full control, of the show. So while we're waiting, just to recap, we were going over categories, or in other words, tags. I had posed a question: is there too many tags now, too many categories, or is this much variety actually even better for us? Chaos just said that he thinks the more the better, like keep it coming. With me, I guess I don't really mind either way, but I honestly get a little confused and thrown off by so many tags and categories because I honestly feel like a lot of it can just be summed up into less categories and we might not need new terms because, you could get lost like that. But I don't know if you guys have anything you want to chime in on, do that too. You
Okay.
back, Chaos?
You said, yeah, I'm back. Did I cut off and I dropped down because something happened on my end?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something.
Okay. If you want to repeat the question, I would appreciate it to give a clear answer because I.
No, we knew you were off. I was just talking, kind of mingling with the chat.
Well, like I
One of
said,
your mods popped up. Oh.
Okay, I would say most men that everybody operates different when they deal with the pussy. But like I said, it's gonna come to a point a man has to really unlock that woman properly, so that way once you really lay it down good, you got actual keeper. She will stay around. But I heard stories from a lot of women said once they got that right buddy, that right cock, they're not letting go of that anytime soon. So when you do a good job is when you're able to not only beat on it, but how you could, unlock that deeper energy, that key that makes her tick, And the gorilla type sex, it's cool to a degree, but like I said, if a woman can't walk after all that, you're not really doing anything of a favorite. Most likely, she might not even want to go back in and get that beaten again on the average. And a lot of women have said that they don't want to know that they mess around with the wrong cock, and it hurts them so bad that they're afraid to mess with the dude. I mean, I hear stories sometimes they
I've
want to
had
mess with a
that.
dude.
Well, my
Yeah.
roommate, she had that before. She was dating somebody, and this was years ago. And what was funny is because, like you said, too, we talk about BC or big cock, big black cock and stuff. Now, for women, it's like, oh, okay, well, I think men think that we talk more about size than we probably do. I've been around a lot of women. Nobody is really adding the inches and saying, oh, he's this size. What's your size? Like, we go about how you treat us and what phase we are in our life. That's a little more important. And we talk about sex, but we're not sitting there going into detail of an anatomy. I think the men themselves kind of look at the anatomy and just want to be adequate. But she was dating a man that it was funny because he kind of fit the profile and everything. And I'm being serious, I'm not being funny. He's tall, he was dark, and he tore her up to the point where she didn't really want to have sex with him. He said, "This dick is so big." I was like, "It's like that."
So wait.
Said, no, it's hurting me though. She was like, "I don't like it."
So you tell me. So it got so bad that when he did like this,
yeah,
and they said, "Ah!" I said, "Oh my god!"
I almost called the police, man. I was like, "You want me to call the police?" I was like, yo, when she crawled to my room after, Nah, I'm exaggerating that, but no, but he was laying it down. And then as a friend, it was interesting having a conversation with her because I could talk a lot of stuff about sex, but that had me stuck. I was like, what am I to say? And she was looking for me like, yo, she was like, I mean, I like him. I was like, I know it seemed like you like him. You know, he's cool, but it was more of a casual friendship. So it's not like he was going to be in her life like that, but he enjoyed coming around and he was looking for some more. So it made me feel like, dang, like she about to get towed up again. Cause she was like, that's when it's a good example of the fact that you can get used to someone's penis. You know what I mean? I think if it's, a larger size or maybe if it's smaller and then you just kind of got to work with her or whatever. But with that, it kind of showed that not everybody is going to just take it like that and stuff. You know what I mean? We're not over here like, yeah, give us the biggest one. We want to get, what you guys got going on is meant to be enough. and usually it is. So don't be worrying too much.
Well, like I said, when we talk about, and maybe we'll do a stream with, hopefully, if some women, want to have this conversation with this Porn Talk series, it'd be appreciated. But I look at the end of the day is, size, it matters to a certain individual, but it's how you lay in the bed that really counts. Because let's be honest, Kai, a man can have a huge cock, but he might not know how to use it. What I mean? He might beat the fuck out of it until she can't walk, and it's a problem. Sex is supposed to be enjoyable. It's not supposed to be painful where you can't walk.
But how would but how do we go about
that
when somebody's so endowed that it's like, I would like it, but this might be too much.
I
mean, she was saying it, but
well, anytime if I push my cock in, all you do is put that hand back. I said, huh? You know what I'm saying? And then there was one. There was one little video scene. I don't know if it was but this one was getting her back blown out. Like this man, like boom, boom. She ever pushed, back of hand, trying to push and try to force up because she didn't want all that inch in her. You know
yeah.
So the only best bet is you have to use your hands, ladies. Let's sit there. Anytime when a man injects his phallus deep in you, you put that hand back, you push hard. Don't let him ram it, regardless how strong it is. If he's strong and you go out to start, well, I'll say
ladies, by the way, that just turns a lot of men on more, by the way. So what they will do is get more turned on and really blow your back out. Girl,
listen,
like it ain't happening to me. Go ahead.
Listen. It turns a lot of dudes on. But here's the deepest secret. We know when we like really too big for that yoni is when she does that and say, oh, looks like I got somebody that's not gonna deal with this. So I'm gonna go balls fucking deep, girl. I'm gonna make you feel this until you don't call me again. Because in our psychology, we feel said if we could make it way where you got use that hand to push back, we said, oh, we got you. It's like a form of when the video from Lil Wayne and Baby and stuff what they call tap out. When I said tap out, that's the ultimate tap out. But a lot of women don't tap out when they get plugged in with somebody's huge cock. They sit there to use their hand. They're not gonna sit there and say, you know what I'm saying?
Unless you're on a porno like Ghetto Gaggers, and she tapped out and they didn't stop either. But go ahead.
they love that.
No,
They
there
want
was a sister on the other day that tapped out constantly, and she's a porn star. Her name, matter of fact, what's your name, my girl? What's your name? Because you couldn't even take it. You was letting them. She was letting them white cocks. They were just having a field day. Like, yeah, they loved it. I'm about to hold up. But it was crazy because you know what? For me, something is starting to click in my head. Like, yo, like y'all making me not enjoy this as much because y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna make me guilt trip after. Like, you know, like, come on, man. Like, I don't know how to feel sometimes. Sometimes I just don't be knowing how to feel. Like, it's good. It looked like it's, you know, it's wild, but that's what I like. But it's like, yo, don't make me feel.
I said, please don't go any inch longer. You restrain all your lengths in this yoni. I know the girth and the size is gonna bother me, but when you go all the way in balls deep, you're trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I can feel my stomach hole being punched out with your cock, and I don't want that. Now, some women say they like that, and I think to the average woman that likes that, I think that their whole coochie is you know, been abused too much. I'm just saying, you know, like anytime you could take balls deep and like it's nothing. I mean, maybe you might have to do some exercise because that's not a good sign. If a man goes balls deep and you have no problem, you
Speaking
not
of
making.
balls deep, I don't know if y'all really know that you could really go balls deep.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the way deep.
I
You know what I'm saying?
mean, balls deep. I seen one where the balls went in. I was like, oh.
Oh.
I was like, yo, I didn't know.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna go into that because women that's gonna listen to, they're gonna feel offended when I'm about to say, so I'm gonna keep it nice and PG. You know, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. But anyway, I think we said enough for today. And you know what? Well, maybe we should write that next in the future shows. A side note, if possible, Kai. I might put a mental note, possibly, but yeah, that's something that a lot of ladies going to come on the panel with me and have this discussion because you know, I mean, to be honest with you, these conversations should be had. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of women, a lot of this feels.
You cut out a little chaos. Chaos.
All right, guys, I'm back.
I can hear you now.
I would say this. I don't think there's no echo, so I'll say this: that you know you're gonna have to go gorilla ham, and a lot of women will tell you personally they just don't like that. You know, and I don't blame them. I just don't blame them.
Yeah,
But
and it
is
depends. Like communication, you got to talk with the women. Just talking with the fellas isn't going to cut it. Different women are different. So if we want to be mature and have like your sexual relationship, I think the best way to do is to communicate, or you can do it with feeling. See what that person like. They'll let you know, give you signals. And we got to just start doing that more. Let people know more of what we like, not just what we think we're supposed to like or what we've been taught. And I think, the sex talk and porn sometimes can help you like discover that.
Yeah, I agree. And let me see who else.
Oh yeah, I missed some of them chats.
UFC rules.
UFC rules. If that facts. How many times do your sister got a tap though? Yeah, if somebody got a tap that second, third time, or even a third time, he should have got elbow right in his nose as soon as she got up. Because that was like, because when you sitting there choking, you're choking a woman basically. So if you're choking us or you choking me, and you see that you're choking me too much, I'm like, I'm letting you choke the hell out of me. You're starting to strangle me though. If you choke somebody too much, they will go unconscious. It's the oxygen to the brain has dropped. So it's like some of this porn is like borderline, you know what I'm saying? Like they about to make you pass the F out. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
after a while, when if it gets to a point where you about to pass out, I say, my dude, you're gonna have to restrain heavy. But on a side note, this was a very good stream. Let me
This was a good stream. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Porn Talk episode 3. We got one more episode of another category, and from there we'll
wrap it up or get your ladies in here. He wants to get more activity from y'all. We know y'all around.
Yes.
If you want to hop up in there, you hop up in here. I'm gonna hop down or be, I can listen and enjoy y'all. And let y'all flow. Or however which way it goes. But so what was you saying? How many more? One more?
No, we have one more on the list, and we might come up with some other alternate lists. But like I said, ladies are going to eventually come. Eventually, I mean, I know you fellas are going to share this, because ladies do watch, and I know the ladies that will come around. I don't expect a lot of sisters in this because let's be honest, this is taboo.
But it doesn't have to be porn. So sexual activity, there's nothing taboo about it. Yeah. So ladies, women, y'all can come up. And what the funny thing is, I see people speak at inappropriate times and we use it to interest the guys or make them feel like this and that. Now's the time to really have some good, honest talk, and you can have fun with it. So you might as well do it. Yeah. So that'd be, yeah.
Yes.
What about my favorite porn star? You put the pictures of yours up. And that's another thing. If you're gonna keep you're a man, so you're wired to cater towards the men. You know what I'm saying? You want to give the ladies a little something to look at too.
I'm trying to think how I'm gonna get around it. Like pictures of the male. Well, you
have a picture. I already have a picture.
Oh, do you have one right now? Well, actually, we should did it the last episode, but I
know, but that's what I thought about after because we both talked about ours. But I was like, dang, I had a picture up, but I mentioned it, but I guess it slid through. But that's okay. That'll give me more to do on my channel. So eventually, people could come check me out, and I got to get my own setup going.
I'll do this. Do you have a few right now to give like a quick rundown, possibly? Right
now, I was only showing one.
Okay, post it and I'll share it right now. And it's good that you mentioned because that was one thing that left out in the last conversation because I just showed mine with it, Kyrie, because we get in the moment. So I'll wait.
You be in the moment. No, we do, but it's your show, so I kind of just go with your flow. I don't know how to give it to you. Like, what you mean?
Like, are you on your device, phone, tablet?
I'm on a computer, so it'll allow the
all right, I give you
an option, and there's nothing inappropriate.
Okay, to how the share screen works, let me just run down from my end.
I know how to do it. I've done it before.
Okay, all right. Yeah, this, and I'll open it up. I'll open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me do this, and then I press that, and then press share. Okay. It's funny because there's another guy in here that you will recognize.
Okay. I might recognize him. I'm mostly focused on women.
No, this one doesn't have to do with porn. It's just another guy in there.
Okay.
Dang it. Somebody would be smoking a damn Dutch on the side. Like, come on, man. Are you able to cut? No.
I mean, let me see. I'll look in the background.
You want to look at it? Okay, good. Because I'm just what the freak? I thought I cropped it.
As long as he's not naked.
No nudity at all, right? Because there's people that be blowing it down, but I just out of respect for you, I just
if it's smoking, if you smoke a cigarette, that's fine. I think that's no problem. There should be no problem on here.
All right, are you seeing that?
I'm looking at my studio. I think you haven't shared it yet because it popped up. Oh wait, I see some. Yes. All right.
Got him.
All right. You make sure.
Oh Lord, I screwed up.
All right. Do you want me to lower it for a second and then bring it back up?
Yeah, I'll just turn the sharing off.
All right.
Because it did something very strange.
Okay.
See, now it's right there.
Oh, it's right there? Okay. Yeah, you can share it again. Yeah, I'm using different devices right now, people, because as you know, this computer, the internet's acting a little weird. So,
all right, here we go.
right.
Now, when I click share screen, it should just show this one picture.
If it's like a photo
Okay,
that's
share. There we go. Sorry.
okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, when this is over, I gotta show you a book that I got. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Dutch is on the side, my dude. What do you mean? People come up, dudes that kind of smoke their thing. Say, yeah, I'm the shit.
Yeah, this ain't You know what?
Mm-hmm.
When I go into your email, which I'm at right now,
Okay.
what I can do is
Are you going to email to me?
yeah, that kind of like sucks, but it'll get to you really. It'll go right to you, and then would you be able to open it right up or no?
Okay. Yeah, send me an email. See if it'll be quicker.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hope you guys enjoying the stream, man. Like I said, I might come up with some varied topics. Down the line. I gotta think of something.
Got it. Finally. Oh my God. They so big, it took a while to get them up in there.
Mm.
That's what she said.
Interesting. Oh, and a side note, guys, I will be around what they call DJ Kudo live stream, upcoming live stream, because he's gonna start helping a lot of content creators. So I probably will share my channel and little story on his end. So be on the lookout for that.
He said Dutchy on the side. Yes.
Yes.
Right on the left hand side.
Yes. If YouTube really get that copyright music, I'll be playing some real nice music right now. I said, the ducky on the left hand side.
Yes. I sent you that email.
Okay, I'm checking it.
All right. Yes, that's an old gem right there. LaShawn says, honestly enjoy her honest, yet shock me when hear women be honest. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm one of the few honest women.
Okay. So you want me to share all of it? Let me see if it could download.
It's the picture of my guy, Rico. Rico Strong and the guy next to him. Just that one big picture.
Okay, I think I know you're talking about. All right, let me share this now. Yeah, you guys can recognize this dude. Let me check, make sure it's the right one. All right. Y'all see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So the man to the right there, that's Rico Strong. So he's definitely on my top list.
Okay.
And rest in peace to Big Black. Now he's the man on the left. A lot of people should recognize that man right there. You've seen him from the popular show Ridiculousness, starring Robert Dyrdek, and he was a security guard for him. He passed away. It was a few years ago. I just forgot that fast. A few years ago or so. But yeah, it surprised me because what I was doing was just looking up to get a picture of him, and then I figured eventually I could post it when we were talking about them. I didn't realize that they knew each other until I came across this picture. So I thought that made it even that much cooler because I'm a fan of that show. They had a good show. Big Black is cool, big and cool. And Rico Strong, that's my porn guy right there. Okay. So I don't know that I like the picture. I just wanted to share that with y'all. So,
For the tall black man that you showing, he was in the porn business or he did some other profession. Sometimes the guy left that died. Big black man. The one, the Big Black. That rest in peace.
Yeah. You said that he'd ever do porn?
Yeah. Him.
No. I mean, I don't think so. I think they just knew each other. I mean, honestly, don't know the story behind him too. Yeah.
How long he died? The guy left.
May 9th, 2017.
Oh, so it's now about before years.
Yeah, we called him Big Black, but his name is, now that I'm looking up his real name again, Christopher Boykin, American television personality. Yeah, as far as I know, he just was a television personality.
I think I heard him. I do
Yeah,
remember.
sure. Would nobody be able to have them too? If you do, I don't know. I thought about it like you might as well call the hospital early if you think you was about to take them two down. But
Yeah,
yeah, shout
I
out
might,
to them, both of them.
I
Yeah.
might have to look more into him because he does. It does sound familiar now, that man. But
Yeah.
but like I said, this was a very good show.
Robin Big. Sorry, I said ridiculousness,
Mhm.
but the show was actually Robin Big. Then he went on to do ridiculousness. I just wanted to say it correctly.
Okay.
You know, yes.
Oh, wait, somebody wrote something here. Okay, that's what's up. Thank you, LaShawn. Respect.
What did
And
you
oh, you want to
say?
see?
Read it.
He said this. He got famous for being ROB bodyguard. Type anyone would him around.
Yeah, right. It was a really good show. I like that man. Yeah. When I found out he died, I was just like, what do you mean? Like he was fine, wasn't he? Like, yeah. And he was 6'6". His height was 6'6".
Yeah, I could tell. He looked like
He's
he
definitely tall man. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like 6'7".
Real
Yeah.
chill, real chill. Thank you for sharing that too with us, LaShawn Jefferson.
Thanks, LaShawn. Thanks, LaShawn. All right, guys. We passed the time. Be on the lookout for the next episode. Thank everybody that tuned in, watch the stream. Please leave a comment on your thoughts and opinions of this episode of Porn Talk and all the other episodes. Like I said, I'll try to see how much of the plays we keep going, and we might cut off at a certain season of this year, and then start again down next season, possibly. But we'll see how things goes.
We'll
right?
chat. Yeah, we'll chat about that. Because plus, I think what we'll see how the audience flows too. Because I see eventually more people want to get involved, and I need to start kind of sliding into how I want to present myself on my channel. You know what I mean?
Okay,
but this is helping me, but I gotta kind of work on not having, you know what I mean? Because I'm following your lead, but it's helping me find my voice and be appropriate at the same time. Or at least try to. Sometimes it's gonna be inappropriate. Oh well.
Well, the only best advice, like DJ Kudu said, and which I probably will start doing on my channel a little bit, is we start off with keep it short until we get like a certain audience base, subscription base. If we get close to 500, then you could probably tackle the live stream. And I'm saying this is the route you should probably take, because how I did it now, you see how long it's taking me right now. If I wish I did certain things different, I would have just did the uploads. But like I said, you have to crawl before you walk. So this is a learning experience. But we'll talk more about that offline. But like I said to everybody, thank y'all for listening. Be on the lookout for the next stream. Until next time.
Yes, porn and peace, y'all.
Enjoy.